with this, we are into the second game. This might be the match point for Tartarus, but I hope that Untitled can give some comeback. Like they did an amazing job, but then I think the lack of maybe mobility or something which can dive behind, take down Eden, take down Kyle, or something which they lacked. At the same time, the Balang, he was trying to do his job, trying to lock down Kyle, but Kyle, the sense, the presence of mind which he had, like he was always trying to take down the Irithel as well as Taki, but then still he was making sure that he's not close enough for getting caught up by Deadly. He was sure enough with his positioning that he does not get taken down in those exchanges. And at the same time, the Minotaur, like he was doing a great job. Like his ultimate did knock up at least 3 to 4 people in all those exchanges. But as soon as he goes in, he gets melted down so easily. And once your front line is gone, two soul people with the burst potential, not even having enough gold to melt anyone down, costed them.
Then this time around, Tartarus onto the blue side since they do have the upper hand of taking down one score. They are really, really close enough to take it away in a clean sweep. But Untitled, come on, they need to take up this challenge and push it to game number three. But on to the other hand, Uranus is banned. I believe Lapu Lapu might be the next as we speak of. And talking about the same, Matilda of Fovius of that means we might be looking at a Harriet coming in, Itami.
Definitely. And, TRT this time not picking out the Matilda, maybe they will be going out with a setup kind of a rumor or maybe something else. So, okay, interesting enough. They are banning out the 1-1. Um, I have a feeling that, maybe Kyle might be prioritizing a Granger for his side, or maybe he will be going out with the Moscow second. But Untitled, they are aware of the fact that the goal lane is, prioritized as well as banned out. So it won't be the Moscow. It, actually gave out quite some trouble for the side of Team Untitled before, because as soon as the SOD landed up, Kyle was just jumping onto the back line. But this time it will be Team Tartarus who will be prioritizing the Bakshia as the first pick.
Baksha getting prioritized. I'm not a big fan of Baksha, I'd say. But of course, both the teams can make it work out pretty well, especially if we do see in the previous match when Baksha was picked up, Tartarus made sure they banned out the Angela, they banned out the supports. So maybe in this game, we might see Eden on the mid lane Angela, or we might even see Kimi on the Angela, or maybe some sort of support. Let's wait to see what happens. But right now, and Idol do have a lot of options under their hand. They might go in for the Harriet and the Farsa.
Oh.
And yes, if
Oh,
both of them are just getting picked up like that, it would make sense because Farsa is really great. They have even banned out the Moscow, which I would say with the SOD is a potential threat for the Farsa. Right now, Kadita being wide open. Tartarus might go in for that because when Farsa uses up that ultimate, she stand alone. Really easy prey for the Kadita. So maybe just match it with a Kadita, match it with the Eve, match it with once again an warrior.
ooh. Kharita could be a very good pick right here. And closing off the fovias, that just means they are going in with the cutout kacha, possibly on the Rome, given the fact that there is a Bakshia. Bakshia first pick. I was expecting a Rome Bakshia coming in from their side and trying to go something of a assassin role, but maybe they're just mix matching it up. Maybe we are looking at an EXP cutout kacha as well. Looks like we got Kyle back again onto the Granger. This is some of a match that I'm really excited about, and then title really getting the idea that it is going to be a Bakshia jungle. I still don't feel like it is a Bakshia jungle. What about you, Itami?
I would say it is a Bakshia jungle because Kimi loves prioritizing the Gatut Kacha, and most probably that will be a Rome Gatut onto the hands of Kimi. It is one of his signature picks, actually. And one thing, from the side of Team TRT. As soon as they banned out the 1-1, I was expecting a Granger, and this time, yeah, they did go out with a Granger as well. One of the most comfortable heroes for Kyle, and considering the fact Moscow was banned as well, a good option. But the problem is, if Team Untitled, they just go out with, they are going out with a utility kind of a draft, because they can be combining with the support as well. The Florin as well as the Rafaela are still the options, but the thing is, will they be going out with a setup kind of aroma, or maybe they will be going out with those additional heals with the supports?
Well, like I said, Eden might go for the mid lane Angela. Well, who knows? Baksha can even go for the EXP. But, what I'm excited about right now is the mage option. Like, they can even go for a Faramis at this point, I would say. Because, like, just look at the amount of diamonds they have. And Ranger has the range, so we can always support. Now, to close it up, maybe just to save up their frontliners and give them an extra life, especially because they want some support, some mobility, something for Kyle, some space for him. So Promise can be an option. Let's see what they go for since even an export has been picked up. So that would be giving him an extra life. But all the bands are set up. They really do not want Eden to pick up the Valentina. Well, she does have two options, but then again, I would say Valentina wouldn't be as great as a pick like a Kadita or a Faramis in this game.
That's true. That's true. And I feel like the Valentina, maybe or maybe not, that is a Faramis. It does screams like Faramis, but they did not commit to a Faramis and they went in for a CC. Interestingly enough, the CC does works very well, but I believe they are lacking a little bit of a front laner. They need a extra HP coming in from the side of Team Untitled. And if they don't, they are going to struggle with the Shane on that Harrod. He's the one who's going to be dealing so much damage into the land of Dawn, and he needs to be protected no matter what. So, being a tank, maybe a Kufra.
Oh, is
Oh,
this is this what I said?
oh my.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Rome. Yeah, definitely a Rome Baksha combined with an EXP Gatot. 27. This is something kind of fresh from the side of Team Tartarus. The joy, it is kind of understandable because Joseph likes playing out the assassins as well. But we are seeing the puppy boom indeed.
Oh, a long time no see the from the side of Team Tartarus. How will Team Untitled answer to this heavy HP aggression, heavy healing aggression? What are they going to do? Are they going in for a healer, or are they going in for a HP? They need HP as of now. Is it going to be a Minotaur? Is it going to be a high loss? High loss, I feel like it could be a very good pick right here.
Well, Hylos, I'm not a big fan of Hylos PG. I don't know,
Oh,
he just doesn't work out anymore, I would say, especially
Oh,
considering there's a Boksha, so
uh,
his heals will be quite limited. But yes, it is Joker onto the Tigreal with a setup kind of tank. So Kyle will be on, like, there will be a lot of purifies from the side of Team Tartarus. But what's kind of surprising is, like, Joseph is going for Joy, and I've seen him play Joy pretty well. But then again, Untitled, they have nothing to hold down this Joy. She has so much mobility, and Daki will be in quite a lot of trouble, especially when she's using up her ultimate. If Joseph goes in, Kimmy dives in, Kyle decides to just snap her down from her ultimate. So yeah, she's in quite a precarious position if you ask me.
I do agree
yeah.
with you, Afia, on that note. And the total is oh, sorry, my bad. We are
Yeah.
yet to go into the land of the. It is just a little bit of a force here today.
But
Oh
turtles are
yeah.
Anyway,
cute. I would like to ride a turtle, PC.
okay. We'll discuss about that later. But into the land of dawn, here we go. Best of three series, match number two. Let's see who picks it up. Is it going to be J-Tum Tartarus, who do have one score already onto their hands, or is it going to be Team Untitled? I'm liking how Team Tartarus went in for a little bit of an early gameplay with the joy, trying to get the game, get the snowball onto their hands. But wait a minute, looks like Kimmy is getting interrupted.
Well, it's the same thing as the previous game, like Kimi being aggressive, trying to provide some vision, but then he gets maybe he just gets bombarded by three people and gets taken down. But in the top lane, we do see Baksha facing quite a hard time against the CC. Well, makes sense, of course. She is the queen, still stands like that up to this date. And then again, like I said, Eden is on the Angela, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Wait a minute.
27 barely
oh,
manages to survive with that revitalized deadly, trying to be as deadly as possible in the early. That was quite a great, exciting gameplay coming from both sides.
I
yeah.
do
The
agree
thing
with
is,
you.
Revitalize was baited out though, but okay, Deadly might just okay. He will be able to recall it out somehow. The turtle will be spawning anytime soon, but Joseph might be trying to engage onto Sunshine.
Oh, okay, okay. No first blood yet. Looks like the teams are just waiting it out for the same. Oh, to the mid lane though. Kimmy comes in, but Joker trying to get a level 4 immediately for the turtle will be interrupted a lot. Eden's just waiting it out, you know. They're just not letting the Tigreal go out of the position. And while the teams will be much more interested in taking down the turtle on their hands. But Team Untitled have the range with the Farsa. They can lower their damage, like I mean lower their HP, but at the same time, Team Tartarus, if they go in aggressively, like head on one, like or just this is what I was talking about. Look at that.
Kimi charging up, taunts three people down. Sunshine takes down Kimi because Daki also uses up the artillery. But of course, it is Eden on Joseph. They're still doing a great job right there, still trying to throw up some left and right bits. They are towards the back lines. Daki tries to connect them. Deadly might go in for those kills with his skill. They're still surviving, barely moves
Oh,
away.
but Joseph.
Joseph and poor Eden left behind. Oh my god, I'm really sad for you, Eden. You will be sacrificing for that. Meanwhile, it is another kill for them. Ultimate coming in from side of team Untitled. And with that 27 trying to rush back, trying to provide some help, but it will not be enough as Sunshine will be taking another kill for himself. Level 6 already.
Untitled with that early game aggression, even though they are the ones with no early game heroes. Talking about the early game sets, you know, comparing it with the joy, of course, and lovely engages coming up. Unfortunately, they little lost up the turtle. It's just a little bit of a gold disparity, which would be there onto their hands, but Team Tartarus are getting backed off. They will be have to play a little bit safer given the fact that you have Eden on the Angela as the mid laner. They will be lacking a little bit of a magic damage. It would be covered up by the Harith, of course. But in a way, they need a little bit of a control in the mid, as Daki on the Fasa have that control, has that AoE area on the hands. It is just not as the same for the Tartarus. So let's see. Bottom lane, we do see an engage coming in, Nasir.
Kimmy between four people gets taunted away, takes a lot of damage, barely survives with the revitalize, uses up the AOTG to move away, but here comes the X
Oh
mark,
no.
takes him down. That was a pretty good engage coming from Sunshine, but 27 all the way from the top lane tries to do some plays. The 7 Force pops up, and
Oh,
Kyle
Kyle.
taken down. Another great engage. 27 still surviving between four people, doesn't have enough damage, will be backing off for now. Eden did not have his ultimate ready, could not come in support. At the same time, Deadly manages to take down that HP bar pretty low. And Chain just grabbing onto the gold from the bot tier. Here comes Daki's ultimate once again, stunning them away. 27 barely moves away with the wheel he is. And with this, the next turtle of the game. Let's see which team grabs onto it.
Let's see. Let's see. As of now, it is into the hands of first turtle Tartarus, second turtle, I believe. Okay, looks like we did get it on, but wait a minute. Shane goes in with the
Oh,
Zaman force targeting Eden, and on to the back lanes. It would be the Joseph who takes away
oh,
the turtle, lasting insanity, targeting Carl, looking quite low. Will be taken down onto the same note. Daki though, there have been revenge plays left and right. Talking about the same, members are still trying to zone it out. Oh, Joseph though, that was a very quick play towards taking down Sunshine's buff, but it was a failed attempt.
giving Harriet to Shane. Just like Idami was saying, and everyone else knows that Harith is a signature pick of Shane. I
Yep.
can imagine where he's blocking off Kyle. Something you wouldn't imagine because Ranger is kind of a counter for a Harith, but yet it is Shane overpowering Kyle right now. So yes, doing an amazing job. He knows his priorities, but of course Daki also knows whom to poke, whom to burst down. So this combo of the Harith as well as Farsight working out pretty well, and Sunshine, of course, clearing up all the potential threats which are left behind. But right now,
Oh no.
Daki getting targeted by three people, gets taunted, gets stunned, and Angela Eden coming up, taking her down with this engage still continues in the mid lane. The revitalize being used up just for surviving. Sunshine's Raga armor gets taken away. The rest of the team. Oh, the ultimate from Tigreal manages to grab onto Eden and he will be taken down. Shane coming all the way from the bot lane 27, draining down his HP. Meanwhile, in the top lane, I think Joseph is waiting for Deadly, waiting for someone just to take them down. Yet he might go in for that exchange, but Deadly already in full HP. The damage from Joseph isn't enough, the burst isn't enough. And with this, Untitled doing an amazing job, 2 for 11.
What a game coming in. Tartarus are really pushed back as of now, with them not giving Kyle the space to farm. They are stopping it. Look at them. They are trying to go in for a formation to get a gank on. Will they be able to be successfully do it given the fact that there is turtle coming up? This is the last turtle of this match. Let's see which team picks it up. But onto the same note, Team Untitled are scattered all over the map. Look at that, Eden getting cornered out once again. Has the Purify to get out of the way.
With this, all the teams gathering up, 27 going in once again gets taunted down, melted down, Daki grabbing onto that kill. Meanwhile, behind the scene, Tigreal with the ultimate, the AOTG also drops down, Eden with the hard guard, but Joseph will barely survive that assault. And with this, all the members from Tartarus are falling like dominoes one by one. Only Kyle is the one remaining. They're even giving up on the turtle. As with this, they will be grabbing on to the first tier mid from the mid lane, opening up the map for themselves. An easy lot for them, but the rest of the members are coming back. They want to deny even the blue buff for the side of Team Tartarus.
This is much needed as of now with a lot going in. Untitled being very keen and very fast about it. Itami, what do you think? Inhibitors will be down or not?
It most probably should be until the lane, if they are able to sync it out, then definitely it should go till the inhibitor towers. And the problem is the goal lead is also looking favorable, quite favorable for the side of Team Untitled. Onto the mid lane, mid game, actually, even the trades were quite high for the side of Team Untitled. The goal lead was only like 2k difference, but this time the consequences as well as the itemization advantage is for the side of Team Untitled. So all they need is a good initiation as well as a good concealed play from Joker. And there you go.
The
Oh,
Diamond Force won't be enough to save Shane. And to save Kyle. He, Joseph, and he will be bursted down by those three members. Meanwhile, from the top lane, the Lord is also marching down, and Tartarus is losing up on the inhibitors, on the turrets which they have right now. They're still closing it. Kimi going in with the AOTT does not connect to anyone, and with this Untitled going in, and the damage coming in from X-Work isn't enough. Eden barely surviving with the passive from the Flask. He will be going down though. That was too much of an overextension coming from his side.
that is true. That is true. And with the lane pressure really going high into the hands of Team Untitled, they are pushing down as much as possible. Look at that. The passive still is going on strong. Talking about the tower passive, the inhibitor passive, but it's just 2 minutes left before they get it all. Joseph, on to the other hand, getting cornered out. You're talking about him not getting enough space to farm. On to the other hand, there's a taunt for Kimmy, but it's just a slow game. Tartarus knows if they give up any more kills, it's going to be quite hard for them.
PC, I would say they are lacking a bit of maybe burst because they have a mid lane Angela. So their entire draft kind of depends on Kyle. He's the only one who will be dishing out those damages, especially considering that Joseph isn't able to do anything. Like, even if Eden ults on him, so much HP in the hands of Team Untitled, so much mobility that even Farsa is being protected pretty well, I would say. So now the only thing is Kyle, who can make a difference. But if you do see the way he's getting absolutely decimated by Daki, as well as that combo coming in from Shane, no survivability from his side.
That's true. That's true. 3 for 17. Kyle hasn't been able to get anything, though they do have two revitalize onto their hands. They are still struggling up with the facing the invitation coming in from the side of Team Untitled. Look at them, waiting it out. Maybe they are just pushing it to the like at most late game, but Untitled are not backing off as well. Darky pops in with a feathered airstrike. This is just a little bit of a scaring technique before they go in for the Lord.
Well, absolutely, they are going in for it. 27 providing some visions, but the Sunshine's true damage is absolutely decimating, wrecking them down. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, Kimmy fighting 1 versus 4. Joseph and Angela goes on behind. Kimmy will be gunned down by Shane. The damage is absolutely insane, but Kyle manages to grab on to Sunshine. They'll lose their jungler, but Kyle will be next on the chopping block as Shane does a second kill for him. And with this, getting heart stoned away from the Lord, and an easy lot for the side of Team Untitled as Tartarus decides to withdraw. Itami, what is Tartarus supposed to do?
I guess, on to the Lord fight. Sunshine was trying to make sure that the Golina Kyle was not able to join on to the team fights, and that is what exactly happened. He just fell down. And one problem for the side of Team TRT is the one who is acquired with most kills right now is 27. So, even if Kyle is trying to come up with the trades are not happening. And what TRT needs to do, unless Team Untitled make crucial mistakes, then I guess that might be the only possibility that Team Tartarus might be coming up with a comeback. But on to the as the pace of the game is right now, it's definitely favorable for the side of Team Untitled.
Very much as of now. Look at them, the Lord marching down from the mid lane. Will Team Tartarus really try to distract the Lord? The 27 did try to do the same, but Kyle thus gets a taste of the feathered airstrike. But wait a minute, Kimmy jumps into the back lines. That would be the AOG, unable to take up so much damage. He moves away, he loses his
Oh,
immortality, but Shane with the finishing that gets a double kill. They are moving in for triple 27, looking quite low. Deadly picks it up. Onto the other hand, it's only Eden as well as Kyle. The base is looking quite low, and Untitled picks up a win. And this game is definitely going game number 3.
that was quite an
Wow.
amazing gameplay coming from the side of Team Untitled. And I would absolutely say it's a Shane giving Shane Harrod is what maybe one of the crucial mistakes because that, like I said before, Farsa and Harrod combo worked out pretty good for them. And then Eden going in for an Angela, he wanted to go for more of sustainability, giving some room of breather to Kyle, but unfortunately, Kyle was getting gunned down heavily. So the draft didn't work out.
No, Shane giving out like Untitled's draft, I believe TRT's draft, like compared